essentially about the need to be precise when we use large number of terms and how those terms are interrelated. I think on this we should have some debate after the presentations. To my mind, I think hunger is relates to lack of food, whereas nutrition, undernutrition, and malnutrition is the outcome, which could be related to a large number of factors which are not directly related to food. It could be because of health, hygiene, and other factors. Even hunger could have several forms. Hunger could be perceived hunger, which is going to be that you and I may be hungry, and we want to eat something, we do hungry. But a poor person who has been living on reduced diet, he gets used to eating less, and therefore he may not be perceiving hunger, but still his body may be losing weight or he may not get better. The third form of hunger could be hidden hunger, where you are getting some food but not nutritious. So therefore you are lacking in essential nutrients, and this may lead to another form of hunger. Therefore, I really looking forward to some debate on the issue. Let me first of all request the food to speak on how the food are food to their
Thank you, Susan. And what I do is to take us very briefly through some of, and try and answer some of the questions. I hope the presentation does answer some of Rashmi's questions, but I'm sure much more will happen in the discussion. And I to say that a lot of the background literature review, etc. was done by Lakshmi and Pura and Dilip, and I'd like to thank them for their inputs in the discussion today. Posing the challenge of chronic malnutrition, that we all know, of a large percentage of children as well as adults who live with chronic hunger and malnutrition. The fact that we at a point shifted from including mild in our categorization at all, suddenly we are the problem. And that itself is a problem of utilizing that harm. There is a certain technical rationale to it, which that because part of that mild category will be one which could be normal by biological genetic potential. But then there's a large chunk within that mind which is not normal and which is actually still part of the chronic malnutrition. So somewhere this change in methodology suddenly shifted that figure. So we need to look at whether it's 50% or somewhere between 50 and 90. Really. Whereas 40% chronically malnourished, at least 40% of households as well having intakes which are low for calorie and protein. With this sort of larger national context, this is just to again identify the fact of mild malnutrition being so high. It's equal to this is 2002 NNA data. And that mild is something which we are now missing. The importance of this being that we're looking at IMRs and mortality, then child mortality itself shows you the severity of impact of malnutrition on that, which is very more and very acknowledged. Coming to the definition and classification. Taking starvation is something which, and I'm going at the moment answering, giving technical answers to Rashmi, not necessarily what one would take on administratively or when you want to respond. Technically, one would, as I am interpreting, and I'd like others to respond, it's then the severest deficit which happens when it's below the level of, as I said, when, of body requirements just for body function, simple body functioning without other layers of a function that we want to as human beings. And this would remain the tip of the iceberg. This is what administrators generally talk about. It's at best a few hundreds. So what is it that you're worried about? Right? The large numbers is chronic malnutrition. So why should we worry about these few hundreds? Now, there are hundreds which are the tip of the iceberg, and where chronic malnutrition happens with all its linkages, which we all know. But then there's acute malnutrition, and acute malnutrition by definition is when it is over a short period of time, therefore seen more in terms of thinness. And thinness meaning weight decline as against height. Now this can have happen just due to illness without a cutback on the intakes, and therefore it becomes a little more complex than saying stunting, which is measured in height and chronic malnutrition. In this situation, it can happen to those who are well nourished, and thereby they tend to bounce back. Also, because well nourished, they normally have a food intake which is adequate, they have access to that kind of food. I feel that the fact that it was disease is brought it down, and once the disease is dealt with by the body, will then bounce back normal. The problem is really of acute malnutrition in those who are chronically malnourished, as I pointed out. The acute or chronic is really the problem. But when a chronic is already 50%, 90% of children and 40% of adults, it's still a huge chunk. And we don't know what percentage of that huge chunk and who among that huge chunk is going to go into acute. And that acute is what then either goes into a vicious cycle of malnutrition and disease, and thereby spirals downwards in the malnutrition scale, and then can come to a point of death. And that's where the point of death is that when it becomes starvation. That cutoff is difficult, and that's where a lot of you need to go in, and we look to what Karna has to say on that and the consideration that they group had. So acute or chronic malnutrition is what I would pose as the issue that we're looking at today. And identifying that, therefore, at points of time, when is that chronic population going into acute? Because that's where it's a firefighting, a life-saving effort, which is the argument given for why SAM is important. It's very cost-effective to only address that child who's gone into severe acute and therefore going to die. It's most cost-effective to give them service, they will bounce back better, and death will be saved. But at a collective level, you look at that, it's not just that SAM which is going to go into, it's the one which has reached that end point after that whole cycle. And there are many more who are at that point of time undergoing that cycle. If we have to do prevention, it means we look at the people who are at the beginning end of that cycle and not necessarily at the end. And therefore, then it's the problem of acute malnutrition achieves this stage of the large chunk of chronic malnutrition itself being susceptible to acute. So that enlarges the problem of acute malnutrition itself. Hunger. Hunger is a term that we use in English, means the feeling of that you want food now. That's simply feeling of hunger. And therefore, there is what people have used as psychic hunger. So people are adequately nourished, have had enough food but still want to eat more, and which is, and we can see all that all around us with epidemic obesity, etc., etc., shows us that. So that's a very different part of that. That's still malnutrition. That's a different kind of malnutrition. What we're talking about is undernutrition. And so that's the difference I would make between malnutrition and undernutrition. In undernutrition, we're talking about incomplete eating of when you're eating half a stomach of what you need, then that would be hunger and malnutrition. And that's where our problem comes in, where when they're chronically malnourished are habituated to that lower intake than the genetic potential requires. Is that to be called hidden hunger? Because the person will not express it as hunger, will not feel it as hunger. But as nutritionists, as public health people, as people dealing with what it means to growth and development of the human body, that is hunger. Or that is a deficiency. Right? So it's not that hunger doesn't become feeling. It becomes a biological requirement and less of that. We use that term. What is being currently used as hidden hunger is when you have sufficient food but poor quality and therefore micronutrients become involved. Hidden hunger has been seen as micronutrients only. There is a bit of a problem in that most of the people with hidden hunger, except for a few cases like anemia, where we have many more in anemia than you have in protein and energy malnutrition, most of them it's a convergence between protein and energy malnutrition and the micronutrient malnutrition. So, and the micronutrients cannot be dealt with only by giving micronutrients. They don't have protein and calories to deal with other parts. And therefore, what do we call this hunger? We call it by the micronutrients, or is it the 89 food for their nutrition? Coming to the issue of, are we looking at individuals with hunger and with deficient food intakes, or are we looking at it collectively? It could be that at a public health level, when we want to deal with it, between SAM and SAM identification as individual children, and we are addressing them through the ICDs or such feeding programs as individual children. But they are markers, or even starvation is a marker of a larger hunger and a larger food deficiency. and therefore can these be used for a collective identification of collectives and for the population groups that need to be addressed for their hidden hunger and by inadequate intake, even if they're not feeling it, and then which lead eventually to starvation. So you can have, in this context, if looking at collectively, then in our country, if you look across, there are different ways in which this is distributed. There can be all villages, almost entirely 100% households having deficient food in place. And some of the tribal communities, as living in distant areas, are examples of that. You have populations in villages where you could have about 50% which is households which are hungry, another 50% which are not. And then you would have other which you have 20% households, most other households in Bihar and so on, which are really in the destitution and starvation level. Then other is slightly higher level from that, where there is hidden hunger, where they're not feeling it, but they're malnourished. And then you come to the point where there are others who are well nourished and others who get to be obese. So what proportion of these households are there would to me make a difference to the kind of administrative action that can be taken, or any kind, or whether even societal action. The community can take action at a level if there is a difference in distribution of food. But if 100% of households don't have adequate food, then there is no expectation from the community to act. So where do we expect civil society and community to come in is where there is possibility of a maldistribution. So where we in community, but where we are looking at the state taking responsibility, it has to take it across. So we're not saying that if it's community action, it doesn't mean the right to food as a statement of the responsibility of the state. So this is the pattern of distribution you find of variation across. But that's where the identification would become a different matter, because you have different proportions of the various phenomena, various levels of hunger and malnutrition. So, this is just to say that different types of collectives that we're looking at with different levels of hunger. The broad approaches that we have to deal with malnutrition and acute malnutrition. There is the macro approaches, which are basically looking at food production, availability, the whole political economy of food and access to food and its distribution, including the universalization of PDS, the right to food security, and so on and so forth. There is the other side, that is the micro level, where we're looking at individual children and giving supplementary feeding. There is the meso level, which would identify communities that have high proportions of malnutrition and hunger, and therefore need larger state support in ways which are able to get to the large number of households that require this input. And within those communities, then you have also identified the ones who may not be able to access it, which is the ones that I talk about the most vulnerable, the elderly and the single women and disabled and so on. So, including the social disability that comes from being Mahadalit and other categories. Now, within this, we want to look at only one or the other approaches, which is what we find many streams doing that are addressing this. So you have those who are looking at macro perspectives and saying that the micro are meaningless and why are we wasting our time on that. And there are others who look at only the micro and the clinical and nutrition rehabilitation centers and so on, an example of that, which we are now putting into place. But then how do we mediate across these? It's probably not either or. It's probably all of these need to be done. It's not saying macro does not be done and micro does not. But the meso somewhere is yet something we've not addressed. Meso is where we still seem to leave out. And to identify those to me is where we need tools to be used. That's where physical administration comes in and act. So, if we come to a question of therefore the administrators who eventually have to come in and do that firefighting, to identify and giving relief at an emergency scale, how do they perceive the problem, how do they recognize it, and then how do they, and the bottom line today is given time, what are the districts and magistrates do? Because the diversity across the country, we don't have one answer to solve. We need diversity, it needs to be locally contextualized, and therefore it's the district level point to do. So the question in my mind that I posed was, what is it that the district magistrate must do to identify this phenomenon early enough and act? And we're not talking about action, it's not going to what to do, but how to find this out. The existing methods that we have, one is starvation deaths, which points out to us that this household has a problem and the administration gives the way. We could maximally argue for saying that it also means that the community around could be and therefore needs to be investigated. The second level, which is already in place again, is identification of drought-affected areas. And there's a well-used protocol set out for that, based on rainfall and the kind of amount of production in the farms that is there and so on, and then they get identified. Problems that have been pointed out in the little bit of which that I said, and there are many more who know much more on this, and this is one, it takes a lot of time. It does mean initial denial and then time to do it, to identify it. But what it also means is that it will not pick up something when there is food deficit because of high prices. It's drought which will affect, it's the production level. But if the high price rise, then it will not capture. Then there is the speaking from people themselves saying if they are hungry. And there are surveys, the NSSO now does this method. And in the 1970s, Dr. Banerjee had used this as a tool in a survey for public health. And we have attempted to look at methodologies across these two, what he done in the 70s and what NSSO is doing now. There's a tentative discussion on that in the folio. The problem with this is identified is, of course, that you have a much smaller number which will acknowledge that they have this food deficiency. But what it does do is tells you the bottom line. These are definitely the people who need input, who need relief. They're the ones who recognize their hunger. And therefore, they are going to be the bottom section, which is the most vulnerable, and this hunger cannot be ignored. The other ones who are not eating 2 foods per meal a day, eating one or not eating less, they are the ones who can then start looking at destitution. There will be a larger chunk above this which is not getting counted. But if we use this method, we know that we are using only the minimum and we are not using it to measure the extent of chronic malnutrition. We really only to identify the person. But what it does need is a survey kind of format, which again means in an emergency situation you ask people to start doing surveys. Are there ways in which there exists already available material, or available data which is being measured and can be accessed by the civil administration? In looking at that, what are the possibilities? And this is what we will figure out. One, can we look at, especially in the context of prices, can we look at market offtakes? And market offtakes both from PDS and from the open market. The two together will tell us how much is the population buying. And if that is less than what is expected to happen in that population, going by the experience of previous years, could we create a marker out of this, saying a 20% decline or 30% decline of offtake in a year where local production has not been good or better than another year? Is that therefore a marker of households getting less food? We have to work on this and refine these more, but first, is it useful at all? We will get in feature to this. Anthropometric indicators, one is the individual that is being used by the ICDS, but can we then say that declines in food seasonally are more than expected in the year? Can that somehow be used for identifying hunger in the community? The ICDS system is there with all its weaknesses, but it's meant to be giving us data on the weights of children. Can we develop that as a collective indicator to see whether the community is getting into hunger? Because that's really the end point of the, if we have various pros and cons of this, and we can discuss. Would there be, now that we've got so many village level functionaries as well as the panchayats, would they be creating lists of at least the most vulnerable in the community? They are the ones who know their community and can identify the households as well as individuals who are going to be most prone to destitution, hunger, starvation. Those would be helped in addition to these various methods that can be used. And lastly, when this is happening, even if you have group discussions within villages and ask what is the change in food that you've made over the past few months or years, you get an answer from the households about how, like in the present, if I have done that with this food, they immediately tell you dal is something we stopped using, or we now buy not even half of what we used to buy, vegetables is cut by 1/4, and so on and so forth. Those are the things which we can pick up and inform ourselves of the severity. So these are in a sense the seven measures that I will pick out of saying that we use these for acute malnutrition identification. Across these various methods, how will we assess which are good methods, which are not? How do we do this? And that's all of us to say. The difference that we find between the way we're looking at it and the way Sam and I kind of always look at it, or we've been looking for certitude in saying, the autopsy will show you definitely. If there is no food, it's definite the person was starving. So that's a definite definition, and we are finding out. But when we're saying that we want to ask the community whether it was the person who's living in hunger and destitution, it becomes a more subjective criteria, it becomes more socially based criteria, and then they don't reveal that certain. Therefore, are we ready to move into different paradigms of science, and it is debated very largely across. We have all kinds of analyses of these in terms of holistic approaches versus reductionist approaches, whether it is in the science of nutrition or public health that is applied, or in the administrative structure and how they are ready to deal with public policy and deal with it. So, this is just putting down the various dimensions that we are going to look at. If one is wanting to use a holistic perspective as against what has been conventionally used and got analyzed as a reductionist perspective. Nobody would say I am using a reductionist perspective. So, what are the criteria that we would go by is something we have to set up and get there. So, we basically say that the plurality approach is not singular approach, context specific is important. We can't have a universal answer across. We're looking from macro to micro levels. We're not saying only macro, only micro would work. We have to have the whole continuum across these. You have to have, for methods, triangulation of various methods to say what you're actually coming up with, how much of it is real hunger, how much is psychic, how much is hidden hunger. We will do that. This would mean if looking for identified households and individuals, we're looking at decentralized methods. The reasons for why there is hunger would be different, and therefore the methods would be different. If it's drought, may be different. If it's price tag, it will have different methodology. So, how do we look at these details? And therefore, complementary action would also have to be multiple levels of action, contextualized action rather than having nationwide programs and as rigid structure and so on. How do we therefore look at methods of identification which take these kind of features and criteria of tourism into account when we look at our various options? I'll stop there, inviting discussion on the 7 methods, and one method we thought we devised, the discussion was that we go through each of these 7 one by one, beginning with the starvation definition, and therefore what Vanna would be presenting as how JSA and Nehru started with starvation and then looked at many of these issues could maybe lead us into that discussion, and then we open it to the questions. So,
thank you very much, Abhijit, for clarifying many issues, both on the methodological front and also on the policy front. I would just like to make 2 observations. One is that I don't know why the NSSO data on households having less than 2 square meters a day is very, very low. I think it's just about 2% and 2.5%, something like that. Except in West Bengal, where it is around 7 to 8%. In other states, the number of households who are having less than 2 square meters a day is certainly just about 1% as reported by NSSO. So why should there be such a big inconsistency between what is reported by NHS and what is being reported by NSSO? And the second point I would like to make is, as you very rightly said, that community action has got its own limitation, not only because many communities may be short on food and short on resources, but also communities may be in a multi-class situation. They do not represent those who are the real needy people. They do not represent women. They do not represent the Dalits and many other people who deserve action, especially after what I read in the newspaper about half a child price. Pay the communities these days is very, very low. I would now request
should we do it after one month? Is that okay? So that people then have formation of food.
I
say all the previous two presentations, but my task as a speaker is very simple, and I will restrain myself and stick to just describing a certain process that many of us were party to. Ina was part of the Hunger Watch group, and she's here to add to anything that I might say. But before doing that, it's not that JC approached the issue from the point of view of starvation deaths. I just want to set that aside and make it clear that we see this actually very much more so as a political problem requiring political solutions in the current situation rather than a technical issue at all. And in fact, for many of us, the problem is so very widespread that to say we need tools for identifying an emergency is to say that there's not an emergency on and we don't recognize there's an emergency on and we need to find it, which is actually goes against what many of us believe, that there is a current emergency. The emergency is very well documented, very well defined, and anybody who works with people, there's no difficulty in recognizing either by the people themselves or the people who are working with people that there is a shortage of food and there is hunger and there is starvation and deaths have happened as a result of starvation, and we can even spell out quite easily what needs to be done about it. Which brings us back to the thing that fundamentally this is an issue of politics and not really a medical issue. But then why did we start to do something like this? Why did we start to say, let us create a tool for the diagnosis of starvation deaths? There's a context to it. Maybe I can have the... This context is, this is 2003 context as stated in the report which you all have, and I would direct you to see it. Most of it is annexures, it's not really that kind of report, but it's nice to read, I think. And so in 2003, this context of drought, crop failure, suicides, starvation, and it sounds like today, does it not? So it's 2003 and it's 2010, and this context at least could very well have been today, and that was the context. And in this context, the starvation deaths, which I maybe should have noted in this slide, we knew that there was not a single death in the country that had been defined as a starvation death or acknowledged as a starvation death by whatever processes exist to define causality of death, which in any case is very poor. Anybody, a lot of public health people here, we know that we just don't have causality data. Even what we do have, not a single death was the cause of death or underlying cause of death, starvation. And what are the reasons for that? That there is a certain death certification process, there is a medical legal system, and there is a certain diktat within government, what Harsh also referred to. There's a lack of understanding in this whole business, and there was also the problem of the use, the current situation of defining starvation death through doing autopsies and finding just XYZ, as again Harsh referred to in the intestine, saying there's food present in the intestine, therefore this is not a starvation. I mean, this is there in case after case. You may not believe it. It's hard to believe how any logical community or government could accept such a thing, that because we found kernels of mangoes in somebody's gut, then you say that this is not a starvation death, and then you go ahead also to say it's a cultural system, which is what Harsh is referring to, that culture also changes and deals with chronic hunger in its own way. So this is how deaths were being presented or basically being obfuscated. So this was the context, and I must add, because I think Right to Food campaign has not been mentioned very clearly, but this is another piece of work amongst many where there's very, very close interaction between Right to Food people and Janswast Abhiyan to kind of help each other out in this. And this, someone spoke to someone at the Asia Social Forum Jan 2000, actually how things often come to pass. This someone was, I think it was Jean Ray speaking to Abhay Shukla in Hyderabad, and then an impromptu meeting happened where many of us were there. I was there, Veena was there, many others were there. Narendra Gupta was there, and then we decided, yes, we need to do this and we need to work out a tool for diagnosing hunger deaths or starvation deaths. Next. So this was the meat, and I am actually quoting all these names, giving you these names to tell you the length and breadth of the kinds of people who are involved. Because even at that time, we were very conscious of the fact that though we think this is political, everything, we have to, if we are going to approach it like this, and when we approach it politically, but when you are approaching it from a socio-medical perspective, then you have to give it that weight, and you have to give it that rigor, and you have to give it that academic background. So these are the kinds of people who are involved and all contributed very significantly. I would like to just point out that there was a person from forensics who was present, D.Y. Patil, Dr. Kapse, and many others, and there were many who were social scientists, and many of us also, we like to pretend at least that we are, though we are medical people, we also have some concerns with social science. And we tried to develop a comprehensive tool which is scientific. I think this word was consciously adopted because, it's vis-a-vis being political in some ways, but here we were trying to be scientific. Next. So now to come to the tool itself. The objectives of the tool were to systematically investigate and document starvation deaths. And one other thing, that why was starvation deaths also used as a context? Because that is what caught the eye of the public. So malnutrition goes on and on. And one problem with actually documenting or collecting tools for in the way that we do in a comprehensive way would be that the entire country would qualify. So then what do you do then? If all districts are qualified, so then what do you do? But starvation deaths are something that catch the public eye, media catches on to it, and there's a big furor even though it's short-lived. So there's a big furor. So we were also thinking tactically, how do we piggyback on this big furor, this media attention, this sudden furor within the administration as well, that the starvation death has happened with hoo-ha, and then people go all out to say it's not a starvation death. So we thought we would also capitalize to show it is a starvation death and then to show its underpinnings. Then we insisted in the Hunger Watch group that we would focus on a community diagnosis of a starving population and not just really for one person or one particular family. And that would essentially be part of the work as well as part of the report and part of the recommendations being made. So we would use the occurrence of a starvation death as an advocacy tool to highlight the omnipresent undernutrition and a chronically starved population moving for death, especially in the case of drought or crop failure. Next. Now, it's important to point out that it's very much easier to do all this for adults than it is for children. And children really provide a very complex challenge medically as well as socially and in terms of caloric intake, because it changes from month to month, week to week. So it's not some standard thing that can be applied across all age groups. And even when we do nutritional studies, how do you deal with the breastfeeding? It's not that breastfeeding infants under 6 months, somebody mentioned 6 months onwards, but it's not true. It's not that 6 months under, children are not dying of starvation. They are dying of starvation due to lack of breastfeeding or lack of exclusive breastfeeding. So it's not true that it's only. So how do you prove the undernutrition or the starvation death of a child that is under 6 months of age, and then from 6 months to 1 year their body weight will double and treble. So caloric intakes change from month to month. It's very complex to actually try to define all these things. But for adults it's much easier. So the schema was like this. And please remember that we're looking both at the community and we're looking at the individual, and we're trying to make a case which supports the individual, the family and the community, which is underlying the whole thing. So we are using the pyramid or the iceberg approach continuously. So what do we do in the community? We look at death rates. And many of these things actually turned out to be problematic later on, and I'll discuss that. And they need to be, much needs to be updated, needs to be corrected. We didn't lay it out for peer review and all that kind of thing. But one thing that we thought of was document death rates. It's we know that post-monsoon things happen when malaria kills off people. And so there are also seasonal things that happen within malnutrition. And you can actually, using epidemiological tools, you can say that death rates in a particular village or district or whatever are at this moment of time much higher than a representative similar district or village nearby which is suffering from similar conditions. So we could use death rates and do that. Maybe monthly seemed to have been too ambitious, but something like tri-monthly death rates could be done, and this is a slightly problematic indicator. Then we use anthropometric indicators and use state averages to show that they are much below the state average. We use the fact that there has been no mass disaster or rather accidents, and we use the fact of reduced food uptake as the request from CDS and other indicators of reduced food security, like eating unusual foods, increased indebtedness, large-scale out-migration for work, etc. We use dietary histories, which is something that many of us do, and we did also calculate to the tune of 850 kilocalories per day in adults as being our of starvation, which means that this is the minimum you need to just stay alive without activity. If you're living on this and under and also performing activity, you're eating your body up and you're going to eventually die. I mean, there's no other way, nothing else that can happen. And we use verbal autopsies. So we use a combination of statistical tools, anthropometric tools, social tools, as well as verbal autopsy as a very specific and telling kind of tool. And the schema for children was again sort of similar, increased death rates among under 5 children compared to the state under 5 mortality rate. Then look at siblings of children, because that child has died, but you can use as a proxy the situation of the siblings of the child. So brothers and sisters, are they also very, very malnourished? And also try to get the data of the child that has died from the ICDS, from the Anganwadi registers, etc. Or now maybe Asha would have such kind of details. So try to get that, and I haven't added that here, but you can also get descriptions of the child who died. Did they have a big pot belly, was they very thin, did their hair, that kind of thing. In a verbal autopsy could also have been done. Also look at now this issue of infections is very important, because when you say cause of death, invariably the government always says the child has died from an infection, has died from gastroenteritis, has died from measles, has died from malaria. And obviously the endpoint of starvation, the point between starvation and death is always an infection because of decreased immunity, especially in children. So how do you go about this? Because the child has died from an infection, but the child would not have died had the child not been starving or not been malnourished. And we discussed this, and we came upon the idea that we should compare mortality, known mortality from diseases in well-to-do children, and then see this mortality. It's usually 10 times, 20 times higher, and obviously that cannot be the mortality from the disease process itself or alone. That's easy enough to do, and that should be used in this case. And I think we had a prescription for it as just an example that if the case fatality rate for measles in the community is 20% compared to the known case fatality rate of 2%, then the difference is actually deaths due to malnutrition. And this, the WHO has also said that they will say 65% of all deaths, that kind of thing. Now, what would be the activities that would need to be undertaken to do this? And now we were kind of moving into the functionalities of how to make this happen. So initial contact with the community, coming to know about villages affected and global reports of starvation deaths, selection of the village or villages, hamlets to be taken out of the study, assessment of death rates in these communities during a specific recent period, anthropometric measurements on a sample of adults and children, dietary survey to assess adequacy of food intake in sample families, which could be done in the same families in which you have done the anthropometric survey perhaps, assessment of any deterioration in food security schemes, assessing ICDS records, and a verbal autopsy. So the report would do 2-3 things. It would verify and certify starvation deaths, and would clearly detail the prevailing community conditions of malnutrition, starvation, leading to morbidity and then to mortality. Now, one thing I just want to say that many of us are doctors. We don't know how cause of death is written. Hardly any doctor writes cause of death in a birth certificate correctly. And this is a confusion that needs to be sorted out. So many people will say heart attack, and that is not a cause of death, that is a mode of death. Cardiorespiratory arrest is a mode of death. So there's an immediate cause of death, which in this case could be measles, but then there's an underlying cause of death, which in this case, for the example that you discussed would have been starvation or acute malnutrition or chronic malnutrition or whatever it is that we have found. So it is the lack of using this underlying cause space within death certification also that has caused a situation where not a single death has been registered as caused by malnutrition. And we have quite a detailed description of how we would have 3 doctors after the verbal autopsy trying to say whether the cause was highly probable that it was starvation, it was most probable, or it was just probable. I mean, that kind of thing also we try to detail in the report. So the structure of the report would be an introduction, would be the under 5 mortality rate, would be death rates, would be estimation of malnourished children based on this. This again, I'll come to this based on weight for age. I think it may not necessarily correspond now. Also want to point out just one fact that we use IIP classification. And why did we do that? Because the ICDS was using the IIP classification. When the ICDS changes to WHO standards and uses a Z-score, then obviously we should be doing that. It helps us because we can look at and correlate with data that is present in the ICDS, however faulty that is, even if only to triangulate and show difference. So we would recommend that, I would recommend that we should update this IIP and weight for age depending on what is being currently used within the system. And we also need to add perhaps a bit around circumference to this, because SAM is an entity that is coming and there's no other way of defining it except to do that. So it's not difficult at all for field people to use a metaparam circumference, and so we should use that also as one indicator. You can add that in this protocol. details of starvation deaths amongst adults, community situation of food security, and draw the hunger pyramid, and then have recommendations as to what to do. So this is the hunger pyramid that we force ourselves to talk about. So starvation death and a description of the starvation deaths or deaths that have occurred. Underlying that is the starving population, which in adults is 850 kilocalories or below. And how did we deal with children in the original report when we didn't have the concept of SAM? Is to say that any child within a family where an adult had minus 850, less than 850 would also qualify. So here we're looking at families and population, whereas the others are numbers. So that's just to point out that the starvation death is numbers, severely malnourished are numbers, and malnourished are numbers, whereas starving population is families. Or if you want, you can do it as starving adults and use severe acute malnutrition as a now our way of estimating starving children through the MUAC of being less than 110 milliliters. So that is an option that is for us. So and under that then all malnourished. And I think the point that Ritu made on mild is extremely important, extremely critical. So mild is included in that malnourished. Now what did we do after? So that's where the Hunger Watch protocol actually finished. And we did go ahead to do quite a nice training very soon after with about 50 activists from different parts of the country. And this was basically organized by the Right to Food campaign. So Jawaharlal developed a tool, Right to Food campaign, called a training meeting. We did this meeting in Bhopal in August of 2003, and the representatives from all these states. Then what happened was that the Hunger Watch group itself never really met again, but lots of groups have come to the training, adapted this tool, not completely. None of them did it the way it was, and there are many reasons for that which I can just briefly dwell on. But very many used it in some manner or the other. And the way it was generally used was to use anthropometry and the update from food-related schemes together, and then and dietary intakes as well. So to lesser or greater use, this tool was put to use. And I think I just feel happy about the fact that the demystification of anthropometry really, I feel, happened through this process. People had never, in the community, field workers, NGO workers had never done heights, weights, and never analyzed it, and really felt that this is something a technical exercise they're not able to do. And now I feel 7 years later that this is very broadly being used as a tool among social action groups to document things. Next. So just a brief thing on why it didn't progress in JC, because I think it can help us along when we develop our own tool, is that the initiating group basically wasn't able to follow. So we didn't do any watching, we did create the tool, but the Hunger Watch group itself didn't do any watching. And the reason for that was that it required too much time, too much money, and too much effort to actually follow up for all these individuals without an institutional base to be able to go and spend the time. As we saw, that the list of what all to do, how many surveys it would take. It would take, I think, about 3 or 4 surveys. So we just didn't feel that we could put in that, but we thought that through training we could maybe do it. And though many members in the Right to Food campaign did it on their own, there was no also coordinated activity in the Right to Food campaign that actually, there was no desk, that was just doing starvation death monitoring kind of thing. So it was very much left to individuals and individual groups. Also that perhaps it was too technical. It definitely needed the intervention of doctors at some point. The verbal autopsy is a medical verbal autopsy, it's not a social verbal autopsy. To say that, TB happened or didn't happen, and the underlying features of malnutrition and all, to kind of just give it justification from the medical community so that the cause of death certification could also happen. And so we did require doctors to help field workers to kind of validate it, even if they're not really adding technical value, but to validate it for the system. So maybe that was the reason. I think that the Commissioner's Office taking this up and taking it on and also putting it in a Supreme Court petition is hugely valuable, because we choose to recognize us as something of value, and you don't, then it's not. But Supreme Court is Supreme Court, it's the nation, it's the government. And so anything that happens through that, I think is hugely valuable. And now we have this process, and hopefully many others that will continue to do so. I just want to add that in Jawaharlal, we recently had a conversation about this thanks to Ritu's invitation to us to present it, and we feel that we will get together again. We'll update it because, like I said, the standards need to be updated, SAM has to be accounted for. We may try to simplify it, and we'll get back to whatever piece of work that we do.
Such an excellent job.
qualify as below which are starvation. And we looked at some reports of the ILO. Actually, there wasn't much data. So we came across a 500 calorie in one NMB reports when there was surveying the drought affected areas. And then I was fighting for taking BMR, what you describe as an absolute essential necessary for keeping body and soul together without accident. And the BMR of even 35 kilogram woman is around 1000 calories. Okay, and 1000 calories is like more than 250 grams of rice. Okay, so you mean that when people eat 250 grams of rice? So I had to contend with this. So we came across this. We didn't debate it very long, but now I'm convinced that we must keep the BMR level as the absolute essential for keeping body health. Otherwise, your body is going to, you can't even lose further weight because our populations have already lost all the weight they had. After that, death comes rapidly. It's within a week. Unlike the famine, the Second World War famine, the Dutch famine, they lived for 2 months because they had so much body store. But our adults do not live beyond 1 week to 10 days because infection and other things happen very fast. So I would really, when the group takes this up for discussion, really I brought the literature, 1000 calories for a 35 kilogram woman, basic woman, about 40 kilograms, and these are really, really undernourished, chronic illness, it's about 1000 there. The second point I'd like to raise, and I'd like to unfortunately, as she said, the group didn't need, it was a painful, and those were very painful months and years, just to read those verbal autopsies, is that hunger and infection. Now you can have a person in a family with tuberculosis dying of hunger. Rest of the family is going on with 30-35 kilograms. Why does this happen? Infection itself kills your appetite. And the food the poor have, and we were working in the Maharashtra area where they eat the roti. Actually, we standardize the calories, we could standardize the calories. People with tuberculosis cannot eat that food. So we must recognize that just calories, because the government throws calories on it, is not going to revive someone with tuberculosis, any chronic infections, malaria, etc. There was a time in the 50s when the treatment for tuberculosis was food. Beef, it was more food and sanitary. Today, we don't even talk about it. We assume that the calories the family has will be eaten by the child, but we know that the first thing that infection does is knocks off your appetite. And the first thing doctors ask you is loss of appetite, eat, but it doesn't rest. So we must look at it differently. It must be appropriate food for the illness. For instance, when I fall sick, I get bread, I get khichdi, I get milk, I get whole range and variety of food you want. I will not eat the hard roti that is cooked by anyone at home. So we don't seem to, that's why there is some great, but people who are very sick cannot eat that. I think if you keep this in mind,